How's everybody doing tonight? Let's stand together. Come on. In this farewell, there's no blood, there's no alibi, 'cause I've drawn regret from the truth of 1,000 lies. So let mercy come, wash away what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go of what I've done. Put to rest what you thought of me, while I clean this slate from the hands of uncertainty. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done. Face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go of what I've done. What I've done, I start again. And whatever pain may come, today this ends. I'm forgiving what I've done. Face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and divide the time. Come on, sing these now-nows with us. What I've done. What I've done.
Can we get our hands up tonight? Let's do this right here. There you go. You sound beautiful. Let's keep that going. All right, if you know these words, let's sing along with me. Street lights along the highway, throwing shadows in the dark, and the memories keep on turning to the rhythm of a broken heart. Let's sing. You need a roof when it's raining. You need a fire when it's cold. You need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you have left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down, and all it feels like flying till you hit the ground. Still waiting, I'll be there for you. Baby, I will be your parachute. There's a song that I remember I never learned to play, and a lifetime of forgotten words I never got to say. You need a roof when it's raining. You need a fire when it's cold.
If you're here tonight, we have one message for you. Let's not make life complicated. Let's keep it simple. No matter where you're at tonight, we just want to encourage you, put one foot in front of the other. And if you don't quit, you win.
Well, Mama told me when I was young to sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, yeah. Well, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. You'll find a woman, oh yeah, and you'll find love. And don't forget that there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be a something you love and understand. So baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Oh, if you can. Forget your love for the rich man's gold. All that you need now is in your soul. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. So baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Let's go. Don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I
So we're the Elevate Church House Band. We just wanted to give you a glimpse of what a Sunday morning here might look like if you were to come hang out with us this weekend. Is that cool?
There's nothing in this world that could ever satisfy. Through every trial, my soul will sing, no turning back. I've been set free. Christ is enough for me. Christ is enough for me. Everything I need is in you. Everything I need. Christ, my all in all, the joy of my salvation. And its hope will never fail. Heaven is our home. Through every storm, my soul will sing, Jesus is here. To God be the glory. Christ is enough for me. Christ is enough for me. Everything I need is in you. Everything I need. Yeah. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. The cross before me, the world behind me. No turning back, no turning back. The cross before me, the world behind me. No turning back, no turning back. Yeah. Christ is enough for me. Christ is enough for me. Everything I need is in you. Everything I need. Christ is enough for me. Christ is enough for me. Everything I need is in you. Everything I need. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. right, let's get on our feet one more time tonight. It's another song that we do here on the weekends. I'd love to see you get your hands up again. You know these words, let's sing along. Our God, the firm foundation, our rock, the only solid ground. As nations rise and fall, the kingdoms once strong, now shaken. We trust forever in your name, in the name of Jesus. We trust the name of Jesus. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever. Forevermore, you are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever. Forevermore, you are victorious. Let me see it.
Sing unmatched. We're unmatched. You know your wisdom, in love, justice you will reign. Oh, and every knee will bow. That we bring our expectations, our hope is anchored in your name. Oh, the name of Jesus. We trust. Oh, we trust the name of Jesus. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious, and you are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. Here we believe that there is victory in Jesus, that there is only one name that you and I can be saved, and that's the name of Jesus. No matter where you are tonight, we're going to lift our hands together like this. Come on, can you make a fist in the air? There's one name where we're victorious, and that's the name of Jesus. We're going to lift his name high in this place. Come on. We say,
Jesus, from age to age you reign. Your kingdom has no end. We lift our banner high. We lift the name of Jesus. From age to age you reign. Your kingdom has no end. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we're in our zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul on my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. I can't take my eyes up off it, moving so phenomenally. You unlock the way you rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting it close. When we move, you already know. So just imagine. Just imagine. Hey! Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feeling good, good creeping up on you. Dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon. Keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. Oh, I can't stop the feeling.
Hey, I want to introduce to you the Elevate House Band tonight. Is that cool? On drums tonight, I want you to give it up for our new friend Nick in the drum case tonight. Can you see him back there? And all the way over here to my right and your left on the bass, slapping the bass, we got Tony Bass. Come on, let's give it up. Hey! The tasty keyboards you're hearing tonight is coming back here from our friend Ross Black. Give him a little bit, Ross. Come on, man. Give it up for Ross. Over on the electric guitar, we have Tim Yoakum shredding it up. Come on. Carrying the load of vocals tonight is my friend Taylor Honstein. Let's give it up for him. My name is Jarrett. I'm the worship director here. Hope you guys have had a good time. We've had fun learning these songs for you. Hope you've been enjoying them.
I wanna see you move your body. I wanna see you move your body. Come on. I wanna see you move your body. I wanna see you move your body. Come on. I wanna see you move your body.
How's everybody doing? Good. We're just blessed to be here tonight. We're blessed to be able to have Elevates do all this stuff for us, and you know, just wanted to welcome everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vasco, and I'm a recovering heroin addict. I'm truly blessed to be alive, and the only reason I am alive is because of the people like you in this room. You know, and we as Hope for Recovery have grown into a you know, organization that can do things like this for our community and surrounding communities. And you know, we got presented this opportunity through Scott Macy with UFAM, who is somewhere in the building. He should be coming up here any minute. And we have Tommy Guns. Great guy in recovery who's got unbelievable talent, which I'm not going to speak too much about. You'll get to experience for yourself. He's going to be performing tonight. And Mark Lundholm, who is an amazing comedian. And then we also have a special guest tonight who you guys will get to experience, and he's going to be opening up for Tommy. So just a little bit about what we're trying to do here tonight. I have myself and Aaron Milano, who is also a man of recovery. Aaron, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Aaron Milano, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. Hi to you all. I am really happy for all of you coming out tonight and help raise awareness for this. I met Vasco about 3 or 4 years ago up in Ann Arbor and in recovery, and we stayed in touch. Even through thick and thin. Sobriety's not always a smooth path, as we all know. And we actually plan to start, Hope for Recovery. We just, for the most part, we're just sick of people dying from this. I mean, let's be honest. That's why we're here. And I had a handful of friends that died from this, and I felt powerless. I felt powerless over that. And I connected with Vasco, and we started this, We're raising this awareness. We're raising money to send people to treatment. And, all we want to do is save a life. That's all we want to do. That's all we're here for.
Tonight I have somebody who wants to share a little bit of their message, and that somebody happens to be my stepson. He has lost his father to heroin addiction, and he wants to tell you a little bit about his story. So, Anna McLeod, everyone.
How's your guys' day been? So, me and my brother had different moms, but the same dad, and he passed away 3 years ago? 3 years ago from a heroin addiction, and then my mom met Vasco, and we didn't know that he had a heroin addiction until a year ago, maybe. And we helped him go through recovery together, me and my mom, and then I don't have anything else to say.
So, thank you, Andon. You did great. You did great, buddy. He really wanted to speak tonight. He wanted to share a little bit about his story. With recovery, with where I'm at in recovery today, I've learned that there's just not one way to recover, from this seemingly hopeless state of mind. Some people go through, 12-step fellowships. Other people find a higher power. Other people that are not like me, they can just kick the habit, For them, it's a habit. For me, it's an obsession, and I need guidance. I need what this place right here actually has to offer, and that's spirituality. The most powerful thing, my stepson who mentioned, that him and my wife were there for me in my recovery, they couldn't get me sober. They can't keep me sober. And a lot of you can relate to that, but what gives me the power to stay sober another minute, another hour, another day is my higher power, which I find in places like this. So when Elevate was willing to let us host this event in a spiritual place like this, it was just the most honoring and humbling experience ever, you know. In order to recover, I believe you need a spiritual experience. And if you have not had one, if you're seeking for one, look to the left of you, look to the right of you, or come to one of us, and let's pray for one. Let's find one tonight and put an end to this, because it can be found, and it can be found here right now. I used to look for it everywhere, but I realized that, you know, it was right here in my heart. All I had to do is ask for help and take the help. You know, being a member of this church and experiencing some of the things they have to offer on Wednesday nights, they're offering a spiritual class now too for recovery. They're offering all kinds of you know, resources. They're doing different things, just trying to help the community out, and that's what this is about. We got Paula's house out here tonight. We got Milford Counseling. We've got Catholic Charities. You know, all types of amazing, you know, resources that are here for the youth. We're not here to raise money and to profit off of this. We actually, Hope for Recovery, have a candidate who is graduating treatment that we funded tomorrow on my sober date, which is such an amazing and non-coincidental event, I believe. So that's pretty much all we got to say. I know Scott has a couple things he wants to pitch in and mention, and if it wasn't for Scott and him bringing this opportunity to us, this would have never happened. So let's all give a round of applause to Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, man. Well, good evening. Yeah, like Vasco said, my name's Scott Macy, and I am someone in long-term recovery. Very blessed with that, and very blessed to be able to work in the field of addiction. I've been working now a little over 8 years. When I finally found recovery, I knew it's going to take a little bit more than I gave it the previous attempts. And I immersed myself in recovery, and through that was recognized at Brighton Center for Recovery and was offered a job there. And I haven't looked back since. It's amazing, the spirituality that brings, the sense of purpose in my life. But through that, I've been able to meet some amazing people. Being able to meet Vasco and what he's done here in Monroe, it's just been amazing. And when, you know, this is the 5th year that we've brought Mark Ludholm in, and this is the first year we added, with the help of a Recovery Unplugged, Tommy Kraus or Tommy Guns, to the show. And today is the 3rd day of 4 days of performances. I know we do 17 over the 4 days. I think we're at 14 right now. And that's just in the last 3 days. Today we were running around like crazy, but it's just, I can't tell you the feeling you get to walk in. You know, if I had the pictures to show you, you know, today we did the Oakland County Children's Village. You had kids in garb with, you know, OCC, you know, on the back of their, you know, I mean, they all wore, you know, certain colors for, you know, where they lived. And, you know, there's some kids in there for over 2 years. And just, you know, it's always amazing to go into Children's Village. We've done 2 jails now. We did Livingston County Jail. We've done the Oakland County Jail. We did 3 populations today. We've done treatment centers. We did CPI this afternoon before we got here, and we did over 200 inmates that are there for drug-related offenses and that are being reintegrated back in. And it was just amazing. And the way Tommy and Mark present their message and the way it was received by them, it was just amazing. But the thing is, you know, through recovery is building this recovery community. I had the fortunate opportunity last week to go to Los Angeles. And in Los Angeles, they had the Surgeon General made an historic report. He announced a historic report. Anybody hear about it? the Surgeon General's report on addiction and health. It was historic because nobody, I mean, would you say we're living in an epidemic right now? Yeah. How long would you say we've been living in an epidemic? Over a decade? One of the most regulated industries in the world, and we live within an epidemic within that industry. They spent over $800 million in the last 10 years on lobbying efforts, okay, while we're still in this epidemic. And where's our voice as people in recovery? And I guess that's the sense that's been driving me the last few years, is from an advocacy standpoint. And that's why we're fortunate, with some help from Jeannie Richards is here. Jeannie, why don't you stand up? Where are you at? I know you. Okay. And where's Liz Reeder? Where are you at, Liz? Liz and Rhett, they do an amazing job with Milford Counseling. And I got to acknowledge DRP's here, Detroit Recovery Project. They just made it in their druggy buggy. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? Yeah, thanks for coming all the way up from Detroit. And thank you all for being here. But, a huge takeaway, and it's our responsibility as people in recovery, because no one's looking after us. I mean, we act as our own doctors. We have a disease that tells us we're okay, a disease that wants us dead. And when you look at the numbers, the sheer numbers, there's 25 million of us in active recovery. There's another 23.5 million of us in addiction. 1 in 10 of us will get the help that they need, right? 1 in 10, 10% are going to get the help that they need out of that 23.5 million. Now, just like any other chronic disease, diabetes, I mean, we outnumber the number of people that have diabetes. We outnumber the number of people that have all the types of cancer, 2 to 1. Would it be acceptable for someone with cancer or someone with diabetes not to get the help? Only 1 in 10 of them get the help that they need? Think about that. Why is it acceptable for us? So it's bringing that advocacy and that message to change that narrative. And that's what we need to do. And that's our responsibility as people in recovery. Feel very strongly. We have a great, great recovery community here in Michigan. It's amazing. Through Unite to Face Addiction, hopefully you all stay in contact with that. If you can, like us on Facebook, because, we're going to have a march again at the Capitol in Lansing. This past June we had a little over 1,200 people there. We're hoping to get a legislator that has, that will, stick his neck out to write some legislation to help fund this issue. Because do you understand the CARA legislation? You all know about CARA, Comprehensive Addiction and Recovery Act? At the national level, it passed in July, right? When they passed those 18 bills, do you know how much money was attached to those in appropriations? 0. They just announced the other day that they approved in a lame duck session a $1 billion. That's great, right? But be careful. Just be careful, because there wasn't much of a recovery language in there. It was all medication-assisted treatment, which is great. But you got to look at the framework that it's the same type of framework pushing that agenda, and that's my concern. I work in treatment. I see it all the time. We're fighting for with insurances right now. We had an emergency meeting the other day because of some insurers are pulling back days. They're only approving 5 days. We're worth more than 5 days in treatment. We're worth more than 3 days of detox. But before I get a little carried away and a little angry, we're here to kind of bring down that barrier and to really kind of experience this recovery aspect in a humorous way. And nobody does it any better than Mark Ludholm. I'm just amazed at over the last 5 years, the relationship that we've built. And he goes all over the country, but man, he'll pick up that phone. And just a couple of weeks ago down in Adrian, we did a thing. I called him a week before, and he said, when and where? And we were in front of 2,000 kids in Adrian College. It was awesome. But anyway, enough of me. And, I can't, I love the guy. I'm just, I just this week I got to meet Tommy and the relationship that we're building as well. And his message, it's it's been an amazing last 3 days, and and the people we've touched. So, with that, I'm going to introduce Mark Ludholm.
Thank you, buddy. Good stuff, good stuff. Good evening. Thanks for making this part of your recovery tonight. I know some of you have shows you DVR, you skipped your home group, or you didn't go to court today. Thanks for that. Normal people don't laugh right there at all. They don't get that joke. Tonight the show is rated PG-35. Thank you, my brother. PG-35, which means if you're under 35 years of age, there's language and content you weren't alive for that I'll refer to. We'll try to explain it to you, but if you're under 35, you don't dress the same as some of us do anyway, you thug life wannabe M&M kids. You know, the sideways hat with the tag hanging off the back with the price on it, and the shoes untied even though you have laces, perfectly good laces, and your pants are down below the equator there, right? You're going to dress like that when you're an old man anyway. What's your hurry, dog? My grandpa dressed like that. He ain't cool at all. He wanders off his property at midnight with his pajamas open. You know that guy? So, if you're new, I have stuff for you. If you're normal, I have stuff for you. If you're under 35, I have plenty of stuff for you. There's references that you didn't play with Lincoln Logs. You don't know what we're talking about with that. You don't remember the original Etch-a-Sketch where somebody'd say, "What are you making?" "Stairs." You know? You don't remember that logos weren't things before. They were logos. They were bricks with 6 nipples on the top, and you just made walls for your future if you were a penitentiary guy. That's what you did. You don't remember Boone's Farm. You don't remember Ford Country Squire station wagon? Had a seat facing out the back window. Parents put their ugliest kid looking at traffic. You'd never tailgate that car. Come on. Oh, good Lord, let's move. Woo! Did you see the jack-o'-lantern in the back of that wagon? You don't remember buying marijuana in a shopping bag for $6? Sneak it into a fanny pack to walk into Earth, Wind, and Fire? You don't remember that. You don't remember Black Michael Jackson. You have no idea if you're under 35 years. That kid was beautiful. He was a beautiful kid. No, you have different names for your drugs of no choice. Molly, K2, bath salts, bars, and dabs. You know all that. This is bothering me. I can't see you, brother. I'm going to move this. Is that okay? And the band doesn't like when you touch their stuff. So the immature kid I am is I want to touch their stuff. You know, you remember when you were a kid and they said, "Don't touch that," and you go, I'm immature. I'm 57 years old. And all that means is I've run out of excuses to behave like I don't know any better. Sometimes during the day I knew better and couldn't do better. It's just the way I am. That's why we have a 10th step. That's why normal people have a God that they ask for guidance. That's why other people, they don't go right to chemistry for help. You and I, it's chemical or spiritual. We choose chemical for a long time and introduce the spiritual and go, maybe this will work. I don't really want to try it because I've never tried it. The stuff I do try and keep doing, it doesn't work, but I'm going to do that again anyway. Over and over expecting different results is? No, being a Lions fan. But here's the thing. Look at, you liked me up until 8 seconds ago. 8 seconds ago, you go like, yay, this will be fun. It's kid-friendly. It's fluent and female tonight. It's drug bug talk. It is normal, too. There are 9 different languages represented tonight. I speak them all. I speak normie, short for normal person. If you're in the northeastern United States, they don't say normie. They say earth people. Because the rest of us ain't from here, evidently, right? But normal means most. Most people, they don't drink and drive. It's illegal. Look at this group. Well, how far were they going? Whose car was it? Is it nighttime? How drunk? You know, there are levels of drunk. 0.08. Ooh, scary. 0.08. For me, that was 3rd grade. What's your GPA? I don't know, but I can tell you my BAC. 0.08. That's church on Sunday for Catholics. Come on. Oh, we found a codependence. Yeah. Codependents have a mating call in public. Aww. That's an Al-Anon in heat right there. If you're an alcoholic or an addict and you hear, "Aw," don't you kind of go, "Ugh." What do they look like? Do they still have a credit card? Valid driver's license? Dental insurance? Nothing hotter than good dental insurance. Normal people don't snort methamphetamine. It hurts your face. Look at these people here. Yeah, but it's a good hurt. That's why we put in a syringe that hurt our face too much. We can't quit it. The delivery system's changed. Do you snort it? No, I'm no idiot. I put it in a needle. Look at the normal people. This is terrible. Normal people don't clap for that. They don't clap for that. They don't go, "Good choice, the needle. Good choice, yes. Yes, you have our support, sir." They don't do that. Normal people go, "What's wrong with these people?" Normal people don't drink till they puke and then keep drinking because now there's more room down there. Normal people don't lay on the toilet bowl because it's cool on their skin. "Oh, I think I had a fever. This is the healthiest decision I made all weekend. I hope Denny's doesn't close anytime soon." Normal people know the names of everyone they've had intimate relations with. Look at this group. Not necessary, really. They had good dental insurance. I don't know. The guy had a vest, all his own teeth, and a Harley. Why not lay down with that guy? Look at the women in here. He knows me. Normal means most today. You guys are a good group. I've seen my show before. You're doing good. I won't curse tonight, but I'll offend some people anyway. That's not intentional. It's just absolutely eventual with a group of people that are just odd. The group I'm looking at tonight, the recovery folk, not the normal people, but the recovery folk. The recovery folks, you know, the people who have high expectations and low self-esteem. He better be good. I hate myself. It's crazy. You know? Rigid thinkers with flimsy boundaries. Right? I'll give you a perfect example. I'm not a cigarette smoker. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. They're filthy, right? You go get fresh air through a filter tonight, okay. But I was a heroin addict. I had boundaries for my health. I'll sleep with a hooker, but I'm not smoking. Nobody claps for that. That's normal right there. There's no Surgeon General's warning on a hooker. I looked. Everywhere. Tain't there at all. No, not sweet. Stop that. The 12 steps don't help people like you. Now, I'm kidding you a little bit. Look I give up, Your Honor. I give up. You know this isn't group, right? Okay. Good to see you again, brother. We had a great time last night, didn't we? Yeah. I thought it was awesome last night. Scott was not lying at all. I can't count the presentations we've done already. I flew into Detroit Metro on Tuesday evening. I went to the hotel, had a little bit of dinner, and I talked to my kid before he went to bed. He's on the West Coast. He's 9, Grayson. He lives with his mother and me separately. My ex-wife and I share, the plaintiff and I, we share custody. Thanks, that's the most expensive joke of the night right there. Julie, my ex-wife, Grayson's mother, she's got 21 years clean. I got 28 years clean. We're pretty good parents. We're really good people. We're not a good couple. You ever get with somebody and after a while you go, this is not a healthy choice. Right now? Not you, right? She's like, yeah, I'm sitting with him. He's right here. No, that's awkward, isn't it? Sorry, dear, I'm sorry. I was just rigorously honest there. Yeah, no, sometimes we're not a good couple. That's why they tell you. Early in relationships, maybe you shouldn't be in one. Early in recovery, maybe there's no relationship. Here's what I'll liken that to. I was talking to some inmates today, and I said, when you get out of here, it makes perfect sense that if you want to feel better, get with somebody who'll make you feel better. If you need someone else to supply joy or creativity or hope or support, I don't know that it's going to work at all. That's not fair to them, and it's certainly imbalanced for me. I just choose unhealthy. Normal's not really attractive to me. Well, I have my own job. I'm a paralegal, and I own my own home, and I don't drink, and coffee's not good. I like tea instead. I'm like, hey, that's great, fantastic. Ooh, right? They won't know if you don't explain it to them, okay? Right? You know what I'm talking about? She's like, God, not my kids. They are your kids. Are they all your kids? 2 of them? And who's everybody else? Are they your kids too? You guys brought 2 and they brought 2? You brought 3. And you brought 2. Is this one sleeping? That's a good choice during this show. It's an honor you brought your kids. I'll make it worth their while, okay? Who's your favorite comedian, you guys? Do you have one? Do you like one? Nope? Okay, we're good. If you'd have said Cat Williams, I'd have had to muddy the show up a little bit. You'd have said Bill Cosby, we'd have had a different conversation. All right, okay. Let me get back to the stuff I wrote, okay? So here's the deal. Normal is not attractive to somebody with our DNA. Now, if you're a normal person, you've been very patient with me so far. I'm going to cross the bridge tonight a bunch of times, back and forth, between the 2 groups of people I know about. It's not black or white or he or she or gay or straight or smart or not or faith-based or otherwise. I'm not going to pound on your place of faith or threaten your place of grace tonight. Who you believe in, as long as it's not you, is going to work, generally speaking, or as long as it's not a bag or bottle or behavior. Whatever you thought most about yesterday was your higher power for the whole day. Debt, fear, her, woo. That's a shortcut you can have. I got a lot of sober years. I got a lot of sober days in a row. You don't have to wait 5 years to know what we know tonight. We'll hand it to you. I don't want you to wait 2 years. Another CPS case or some kind of threat from a stalker or a poor choice in your friends or some huge kind of debt to this government. I don't want you to wait to find out that this year, if you got to keep it a secret, don't do it. It's not in the book. It's not in the basic text. It's not in the big book. We like our books, self-help books, for people who self-help was our problem. I'm going to write a book. It's going to be called I'm Throwing Up Chicken Soup. That's what I'm going to write right there. But this disease doesn't care about what you want. Ever. Doesn't care about what color you are, what zip code you live in, the level of your IQ, the level of your income. Doesn't care about how you got delivered to death's front door this year. Finance, circumstance, romance, ambulance. It don't care how you got here to ER or to treatment. It doesn't care. It just says, you're going to show up tomorrow and take part in this? And you go, yes, I will. It didn't pick on you, your disease. You chose it again every day. That's not correct thinking, and it's insane. And normal people would never do it. They would never do it. You know, normal people, the first time they tried opiates, their name was on the prescription. Look at this group. Well, that's not necessary either, really. Grandma didn't use them anymore. She had hip surgery and left them sitting there in that medicine cabinet like an idiot. Jesus wanted me to have those. Yeah, Jesus is rooting for your opiate addiction. That's what he does. Got to get those people in Detroit kind of leveled out, right? We've been trying to even out our own meds since we were kids. Sugar, TV, attention, grades. What else were you addicted to early on? Cough drops, right? You ever eat too much food, brother? You ever eat too much food? You ever feel sick afterwards? But good sick? Look at the codependents. Careful, help him. Yeah, you ever watch too much TV? You can't watch too much TV. We got a chair and a meeting for you. You're a good kid. What's your first name? Carl? I got a wristband for you when we're all done here. It says, first thought wrong. First thought wrong. I'm mad at my mom, so I'm going to just tell her. You ever think that? No. Okay? Maybe you can tell her. I'm mad right now. I can't choose good words about it, but I don't feel good about it. I'm mad at you. Can you help me be mad at you with some better words than I got? That's a good way to do it. My son can do that with me. Dad, I'm so mad at you right now, I can't choose good words. Will you help me with my words? Yeah, you're really mad. I know, I need really good words. He's been doing that since he was 5 years old. I taught him that because some man in recovery taught me that with his son. And you're going to teach your kid when you have one. Not right away. You're not going to have kids for right away, right? Till later. You want kids, Carl, someday later? You want to be a dad? No. Good choice for you. Look at there's counselors and therapists in here going, I don't think he has a degree, Mark does. No, I got no letters after my name, and I never graduated from anything except county. Normal people go, what county was it? But I got a high IQ, which means I got a low bottom in addiction. That's the way it is. Shortcut number one tonight, you got a high IQ, it's low bottom. If you were dumber, it'd be better. Smart is a handicap here. You ever want to park in front of the building in blue space and go, parking right here? What's your handicap? I'm too smart for my own good. Get away from me. And I'm inconsiderate. We got a disease that tells us we don't have a disease. First thought, wrong. Second thought, worse. Third thought, wow. Fourth thought, homicidal. Fifth thought, let's recycle the first one. That's the safest of the worst. And I'm not even out of bed yet. First thought, wrong. This hotel better have good coffee. I'm addicted to coffee. I'm not addicted. I just need it to stop the headaches in the morning. But I have, right? It's not a problem, right? But I'm not a decaf guy at all. Decaffeinated coffee, that's like saying Amish electrician. What are you talking about? You know, there's some guys in here that didn't get that joke. Or some pothead people that didn't get it yet. You ever get the joke late, pot people? This isn't my hotel. You ever get the joke late and it's inconvenient? Your body says, ha ha, and your mind says, You start laughing and you wish you hadn't. You ever get on the elevator and giggle and you don't know anybody? They're pushing buttons for floors that ain't theirs all of a sudden. You go, I do that all the time. I got a broken brain that says it ain't broken. Just use your brain to fix your brain. You know? Does that make sense at all to you? Yeah. Not to normal people. We're not handicapped. God didn't punish us with this disease. We were born perfectly broken. My disease is in my DNA. I got a fractured psyche. I got a poor vocabulary. I only use the words that are bright and shiny and expletive and real sharp because I'm afraid to tell you I don't know how to talk to you right. I'll just talk at you instead of to you. I learned that in my family. Dysfunctional, yeah. Don't talk about it, it'll go away. Don't own it, you didn't do it. If you say it louder, everybody hears you. I don't yell at Grayson. I whisper when I'm mad. Hey, buddy, listen, today's not the day that I can remind you a bunch of times to do things. Can you please maybe do it the first time for me? I'm going to ask you one more time for this. And I'm going to go, Dad, you frustrated? Yeah, how could you tell? Well, you were breathing real hard. When you're mad, you go, are you mad? Yeah, I'm going to breathe again now, here in a minute. I need you to put away your shoes. They don't go there. Yeah, Dad, but you said yesterday, everybody needs reminders. My first thought's wrong. Why did I ever have sex with your mother? Why? Why? You ever wish you didn't have kids for a second or two? Never? You ain't had kids very long. No, you haven't. You didn't wish, are you an addict? All right. We all know where this is going. No, I love my kids. Where are they? I have no idea. You do not want my full attention this evening. Look at you like a pot smoker. If I don't see him, he can't see me. Marijuana makes me invisible to awkward situations. I'm going to move over. You're a good sport. God bless you. The lady next to me, she was ready to claw my eyes out. There. You leave my friend alone. Thank you, Al-Anon. You're doing good. Aw, she loves her kid. That's not what I asked you. Can you be honest about the first thought you have and forgive yourself because he already did? First thought wrong. I wish I didn't have Grayson this weekend. I'm not home enough to have that wish. First thought wrong. I wish he woke me up the other morning too early. 5:30 in the morning, he's up. This girl is on fire. He's singing. At 5:30, he's singing. This girl is on fire. It's too early, buddy. It's too early to be gay. 5:30. 5:30, you can't, gay doesn't start till like 9. When is the last time you were singing and you weren't hammered at 5:30? He's coming down the hall. This girl is, I'm thinking, this girl is dead. He goes, Dad, no more sleeping. Cool, well, clearly. Dad, you want to play a game? No. That's what I thought. I didn't say that. I go, hey, good morning, buddy. Dad, you want to play a game? Yeah, hide and seek. You go outside and start. I'll be out there. True story. He goes, Dad, what if you don't find me? I go, that's a different game. That one's called Amber Alert. A lot more players in that game. It's a big game of hide and seek with a bunch of people playing. He goes, Dad, that's funny, right? I go, well, it'll be funny about 9 o'clock. At 5:30, not much is funny, buddy. Dad, what he wanted to play, this is recently, what he wanted to play was he wanted to play this game we've been playing since he was like 3 or 4. It's called Harbor Seal. I live in Northern California. Every once in a while we go to Monterey Bay or San Francisco. They have harbor seals that just lay on these big wooden platforms, and then they dive off and they bring up fish, or they, they do that. So we do that. I got a big bed at home. I got a big California King. It's good stuff. I got out of jail. I got me some good stuff. I like stuff. I'm a little bit of a princess about stuff. I got a Keurig machine. Keurig machine. That's a coffee addict's version of a one-hitter. Right there. Boom, now. K-cups. I used to think I was a fan of D-cups. Now I like K-cups. You don't tell them, they won't know. Dad, what's a D-cup? You're up, big dog. We okay? We all right? Okay. Okay. Look at him. I should have sat in the back. So he wants to play Harbor Seal. And I thought, oh, man, my back hurts a little bit. I've been flying too much. And no airplane seats are made for a human being. I don't know if you know that or not. But I fly about 200,000 miles a year. It's a Cadillac complaint, platinum problems. I got hangnail hassles. Believe me. But it seems like a big deal sometimes because First Thought Wrong says I'm a victim. I got to dive off the bed. We dive off the bed onto the carpet and come back up to the bed, and I don't want to do that at 5:30 in the morning. But there's going to come a time where he's not going to ask me to do that. He's going to be too busy, too unavailable, or just too old to play. So we play Harbor Seal. And it hurt my back, and I hated him for about 3 days. First Thought Wrong. You're not responsible for the way you think, ever. Ever for the way you think, if you have our DNA. We're responsible for what we do with what we think and who we are after we do what we do. I'm not responsible for the disease. I'm responsible for treating it. First Thought Wrong, I have an antidote. I plant my feet. I take a breath, or 3 or 5, and I touch all my teeth with my tongue before I talk again. Now, if you're a meth person, that could be quick, that last part. You might have to take a few laps around the track. And don't cut your tongue on the busted one. There's always a busted one, right? I know. Look at the alcoholics. Yeah, that meth is bad stuff. That meth is bad. It's so judgmental when we judge other branches of the family tree we're all climbing around in. You know, those sex addicts, they're terribly, there's no boundaries there. Okay. You're an alcoholic. All you did was throw up and fall down on the bus. Good for you. Forget where your pants are. You ever watch Cops and root for the naked guy? Run, my brother, run! Whoa! Look at him, get over the fence. Watch out for the dog. Normal people are going, where are that fella's pants? It's January in Minneapolis. Why doesn't he have pants on? Where are his pants? It's got to be cold. And he ain't cold. He's doing opiates. He's fine. Opiates keep you warm in the winter. Pantsless guy. Yeah, how you doing? It's summertime in my butt crack. Normal people don't clap for that right there. God bless you and you love your kids, right? So what if right? What if I told you that it's okay to think like you think until you get to something healthy, and then you could talk, walk, act, debate, The argument I win is the one I don't enter. I didn't know that my first 10 years of recovery. I'm okay, sometimes not talking. How you doing? Can I get back to you? Julie, my ex-wife's a goddess. She's an NA goddess. I go to both AA and AA, bisexual. I go to 2 home groups. I wrote that. You can have that. Which joke you just getting over here? That was a late laugh. I'm sorry. It wasn't about bisexual. What was that? Was it? All right. Are you going to use that? Please do. Here's another one you can have. You ready? I'm from a dysfunctional family, the oldest of 5 kids. In our house, ADD stood for all different dads. Yeah, normal people don't laugh at that ever. Normal people go, that's sad. There's people in here going, I'm taking that to my home group next week, right? Dysfunctional, yeah, my dad was a predator. He was a mean guy. Is that funny to you? Wow. Wow. My first 5 thoughts are wrong right now. You ever wish you had 1,000 teeth to touch? Take some time. Look at the meth people. Or 4. Right? All right. Was that too much? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me get back to the show I wrote. Okay. So what if it's nobody? What if you're hurt or injured or upset or angry and it's nobody's fault? What if fault finding wasn't a thing? What if you don't need to get out the blame thrower and cook somebody because you don't feel good? What if we dial it back and have a 3rd or 15th or 20th thought where he or she or they, whatever guide you choose, whatever GPS system that works for you? That's all she is for me. Mine's a she. G-O-D. Great opportunity daily. That's all she is. It's a female voice, whispers to me, real short words. She just said, get on with the show. What if it was nobody's fault? When Julie and I got divorced, it was nobody's fault. I'm on the road all the time, and she doesn't like to be by herself. That movie's going to end the same way every time you play it out. It's happened to me over and over and over again, where one of us cheats, one of us gets tired, one of us gets distracted, and then it's over. Personal, intimate, romantic stuff for me, it just doesn't work. I'm on the road a lot. And everybody thinks eventually it's going to change and slow down, and it doesn't. Even Grayson said, Dad, you're never home for the important days. First thought, wrong. Second thought, wrong. Third thought, defend myself. Fourth thought, how dare you. Fifth thought, you got a good school to go to. There's tuition. That must feel bad. Dad, it feels bad. Other dads come to school. Okay? I missed an important day. Yeah, Dad, we had open house on Friday. I would have rather been there. I love my job. I love you a lot. I love my job. My job is, I'm sorry, buddy. He goes, okay. A couple days later, I'm still greasing on it, right? Out of the blue, sitting in the front of the Jeep. He's in charge of the radio. When he turns the radio up, means that's what we're going to have, whatever we're listening to. He's in charge of the music. He's the little DJ in the car, right? What kind of music you like, dog? Rap, okay? You're in for a treat tonight. Have you ever heard of Tommy Guns? Dude, you're going to love him. And he's funnier than me, too. Good deal. Right? He's looking at me like, are we done here, freak boy? Can you move on now? Good work, man. Carl, he's funny, isn't he? So here's the thing. A couple days later, I'm still stewing. You ever chew on something like gristle? Issue, whatever? We say we're not committed. We are when it's resentful. We are when it's about tattoos. I don't commit to people. Got tattoos all over you. We're odd people. You know what I mean? So we're in the Jeep. He turns down the radio. That means he's going to say something. He said, Dad, can I ask you something? Man stuff? I said, yeah, buddy, sure. He goes, remember when you were in kindergarten? I go, whoa, maybe. I don't remember where my keys were this morning. He goes, remember when you were in kindergarten and girls liked the fastest runner? I do remember that. He said, and then you got to first grade and they liked the best talker? Yeah, I do remember that. He goes, now, he's in fourth grade. He goes, now, they seem to like the best personality. I go, okay. First thought wrong, I'm going to tell him something. Second thought, I could let him talk. He goes, I think I have a decent personality. He said, what if I lose her to a better talker? You know, so here's what I said out loud. I got 50,000 thoughts. I want to protect him. Who's this little kid? I'm going to dump on him, right? I'm going to crack his dad in the neck and make sure he don't show up anywhere, right? All this felon stuff. I'd rather throw fists than a party. I was raised in that house. You're a hitter or you're a hittee. None of that came out. I said, well, and here's what I said. Well, you know, you're always going to find some other guy that wants to talk block you. Yeah. Just like that. Just like that. And she said, that was good. He goes, talk block. I go, yeah, he's going to talk his way into or out of something. Just, you got a great personality. He goes, I'm not a bad talker. I go, no, you're pretty creative. This is the kid in second grade that was riding along and looked at rain and said, Dad, it's like a ballet of water falling out of the sky. Where'd you hear that? I thought that. I'm driving, I'm going to pull over. I can't be your dad. I'm raising Junior Jesus baby Buddha here. Little Shakespeare Willie in the front seat. I'm going to drive real hard, turn off my airbag, and hit a pole. That's what I'm going to do. They're a challenge, but they're on loan to us. So if you're new and relationship stuff's going on and it's bumpy or it's breaking up, a couple of shortcuts for you. There are no ex-kids in a divorce. There are no step-kids when you hook up. There are no ex-kids when you break up. They're kids. They're your kids. If you're still using the term step in front of kid, ask yourself how that would feel to hear. Some of us were step kids to people. It sounds different and it's not true. There's no step. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. Some things work better than others. It takes us a while to find out what's healthy because healthy ain't in our DNA. Normal people don't do it. They don't do chemical instead of spiritual. They don't do chemical and anger instead of trust and patience. And on the other side of all the stuff we did is this stuff we didn't know. Grayson has tools, and he's never been loaded or locked up. He's got a great mom. She's a fantastic person. I can't even tell you her program. She's a 12-step lady. I'm not here to pimp for any program. I don't care if you go to meetings or not. I go. I've never seen them fail anybody. Recovery without steps is A, this is a joke right out of the show. A, recovery without steps is A, not recommended. B, passages in Malibu. I used to be an addict, and now I'm not. No, you're just a dick. C, Charlie Sheen. You take your pick, A, B, C, right? You recover how you recover. You find God, fine. He already found you. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. She said, gentle. So here's what I'll do, gentle. I get the talk block conversation out of the way, and he turns up the radio again. And so I assume we're done. I'm dismissed, right? So we're driving along. He turns it down again. I go, how you doing, buddy? He goes, Dad, remember when I said you weren't home for the important days? Oh, I remember. I do remember. He goes, I was wrong. When you're home, those are important days. Yeah. If you wait long enough, somebody will tell you the truth you couldn't find by yourself. He's smarter than me. He's gentler than me. He's more mature than I am. I'm a 5-year-old most of my day. I want a lot, I need a lot, I don't know the difference, and I won't get either one. That's the way I think. I get on a plane, and my upgrade didn't happen. I'm in row 8, not row 3 or 4, and I'm livid. I fly a lot. I get free upgrades. Nothing. 2 greatest words in air travel are what? No children. So here we go, right? No offense. You know what I'm talking about? Do you fly? Not anymore. Clearly, right? Little fly blockers, right? I just made that up standing here. I'm standing on a piano, all right, or a grate. I'm ADHD. You know that one? Yeah. Every generation they add a letter. When I was a kid, it was hyper. You're hyper. If you grew up in the 60s, you're hyper. There was no ADD, ADHD. Now they got AD, PhD for smart kids, and AD, GED for not so smart kids, and AD, double D for bigger women. It's different, you know, whatever you're paying attention to. You okay, man? Where'd you get the sweatshirts? Did you buy those tonight? How much were they? $35 for a Tommy Gun sweatshirt? You want a sweatshirt, Carl? Oh, you got one. Good. I was going to offer to buy you one, but I forgot. I don't know that I brought any. Oh, I did. You want one? You want a sweatshirt? Okay. After the show, we'll buy you one. What size you like? Small. Okay. How old are you? 9. You got the gift. He's a writer, yeah? Good words. Yeah, takes after his dad. All right. She said he's very smart. I said takes after his dad. Dad goes, hey, sorry. Right? We got, right? Okay. So here we go. Here's the deal. Okay, your first name? What is it? Caden? Don't let me forget, okay? Yeah. It's always Caden or Tristan or Trevor or Dustin or Connor, right? Your grades. It's never baby Hank. You never go to school with a Hank. You don't go to school with a chip anymore. We all went with a chip on our shoulder. It was different, right? All right, let me wind this up. Tommy Gunn's going to come on here in a little bit. We as a group, the rest of us, not normal, the rest of us have a passion to sabotage success and health and trust, a passion to sabotage. It's just, you guys going to work? I have abandonment issues, man. What is going on? Daddy! Carl! What the fudge brownie are you doing? I got wrist. I'm not kidding. Part of me went, ah. You ever? Hey, brother, is that your first name again in the back in the sound booth? Sorry, I'm talking, right? Hello? No, your first name? Yeah. Did you give me that light already? Okay, is that 8 minutes for me? That's fantastic. Is that for the pastor and stuff that works here? That's awesome. Are you the pastor? No, hell no. No, I don't want that job. Right? I can't talk on my phone when I'm the pastor. All right, love everyone. Have a great day. Hold on, I got to take this right here. Gosh, I got so distracted. I was talking about my son, my ex-wife. Let's talk about meetings, 12-step stuff. Where are my non-12-step people? By applause. Where are you non-12-step people? By applause. Is he one of those? You narked him out. You raised his hand for him. That's not a good sign in the relationship. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You ever notice? This reminded me of detox right now. Everybody moving around and shaking and moving and sweating. Meds. I want a nap. I want to take it. My mother's a Pisces. Yeah, well, your dad's an idiot. Look at the normal people. Is that what detox is like? Yeah, a little bit. Why do I get the feeling there's a bunch of white vans out there? This 12-step stuff. You know, 12-step meetings are for sick people. Your expectations of healthy in meetings, lower those right away if you're new. There's nobody healthy in a meeting. Nobody normal, nobody healthy goes to those meetings. And if you're with an addict, alcoholic, that makes you codependent automatically. You're addicted to the addicted. You're not married to a normie if you're a crack smoker. No, I'm married to normie. Have a second thought. Nobody healthy is attracted to us for very long. You know, normal people don't have this conversation. So, how much time did you do? You mean all together? I don't have that. You ask a normal person, you ever been to jail? Oh, good gosh, no. Oh, God, you mean jail? No, golly, heck no. You and I go, which time, what age? Was I under the influence? I don't remember. I got no priors in Michigan. That's one of the few states I could say that about. But I will tell you this. I'm blessed to go on a plane where they don't check anything but my ID. NCIC clears me to go to Johannesburg and Moscow and Frankfurt, a bunch of places this year. And I'm a guy who used to live under a bridge, and I did a lot of crimes. My mom was raped when I was 17. I found the guy when I was 19. I broke his back. I did 2 years for that. I had to make amends to him. And when I was about 4 years sober, because it says all persons we had harmed, including me, including him, and I did that. Why? Because I don't stay sober if I don't do it like you do. You can get clean anywhere. You can't stay clean anywhere. I can get sober in a cardboard box. I can't stay sober there. There are 3 levels of this. Getting sober, being sober, living sober. Getting sober, quit drinking. Being sober, I don't start drinking again. Living sober takes years, not months. One of 2 things is going to happen tonight when you leave this church. And we're very grateful to you, brother, for the use of the church. This place is beautiful. Nothing says God like a strip mall. You know? So, we okay? We okay? Are you all right? We'll shut down the sound now. Shut down the sound. Pastor just called. He hears everything. One of 2 things is... One of 2 things... I felt bad about that a little bit. I'm going to make an amends right there. That's a 10th step. I apologize if that was over the line. I'm sorry. Thanks for letting us in your house. All right, if you're new, that's a 10th step. Don't worry, you'll never get to that one. You'll stop at 4 because it's too hard. 4 is so hard. Hell, 1 was the hardest one you ever did. How many years did it take you to get to 1? One of 2 things is going to happen when you leave this room tonight. If you're in recovery, you're going to change your behavior, you're going to change your clean date. One of those will change tonight. And if one changes, the other one won't. That's the gift. You're in charge. It says powerless over your addiction, alcohol. It doesn't say powerless over your choices. It doesn't say powerless over your forgiveness. Forgiving you or becoming you. In the mirror tonight, I forgive you, Mark, and I don't need a reason. If I forgive Mark, I don't become the unforgiven Mark. One of those is going to die quicker than the other one. You forgive you or become the you that's not forgiven. It's real simple stuff here. Step 1, I don't know. Step 2, I'd like to. Step 3, I'll ask. Step 4, I'll look. Step 5, I'll tell. Step 6, I'll count. Step 7, I'll wait. Step 8, I'll make a list. Step 9, I'll make an effort. Step 10, I'll look in. Step 11, I'll look up. Step 12, I'll reach out. This is not difficult stuff. It's simple. We make it difficult by having one long, strong, wrong first thought. Expectations, too. Expectations of people in meetings. Expectation. You know when you run a yellow light and the guy in front of you doesn't? Look at the normal people. I don't like that. Because I stop at the yellows. The guys behind us, that's us. That's the rest of us behind you. Stop at a yellow light. Yellow means caution, not stop. You idiot! I'm on my way to church. Jesus hates you, man. What? Normal people. You run a yellow light, the guy in front of you doesn't. The rest of us, we feel like that all day. Expectations of meetings. AA and NA different. GA, Al-Anon, OA, AAA. I don't care what A you go to. I got a home group on Monday nights that's NA. So many guys in there with a lot of clean time. 51 years, Buzz. 48 years, one. I'm 28 years clean, and I'm the baby in my row. We've been clean so long in that meeting, the rest of the NA calls us NARP. That's what they call us right there. I wish that were funnier. It's not. When you go to meetings, there's a couple things that help you if you're new. Don't talk if you're new longer than 3 minutes. I know this sounds a little bit soapboxy, but the rest of the group might not tell you. They'll tell you F you in a different way. It sounds like this. Keep coming back! You'll find out. AA, NA, AA. You know you're in an AA meeting when an old-timer comes out. Hey, I saw you sitting there. How you doing? You're new. Oh, I can tell everybody's new. My name's Clyde. I've been here since you were a sperm. Let me tell you something else. Keep it simple. Easy does it one day at a time. Get a book. Read your sponsor. Dude, don't drink in between. Blah, 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 blah. It's all about change. Now get out of my regular seat. Right now. NA, different place. Church basement. Basement somewhere. Old ratted out building. We don't get the church. We get the basement in NA. God not ready for us to move upstairs quite yet. And the bottoms are different. Horrible stories. You're sitting around an NA meeting and think, man, I'm glad I only have herpes. I am blessed. Look at normal people. Herpes is bad, right? Well, it depends. Last thing I'll tell you, you're going to really like this next guy, man. Okay? You can do this. There's hope after dope. There's living and giving after lying and dying. And for us, perfectly broken becomes the ability to stay, play, and pray because we stopped doing it our way. Now, that's as much hip-hop as I got. Is that the baby? We okay? I'm codependent. I'm not going on till that guy's all right. Right? How old is he? He's what? He'll be coming up on? We say coming up on in recovery. Coming up on 2 years. Got a little over 18 months. Coming up on, got a little over, right? What's his name? What's his name? Audi? Audi? Like O-D-D? A-U-D-I-E? A-U-D-I? Like a car? That would be Audi. If you're going to name him after something, name it and call him right. Don't confuse him. What's your name? Beamer? All right. Got it. All right. I'm all done. If you like tonight, I got wristbands there for sale out there. They say First Thought wrong on them. They're black and blue like most of us were. They're out there, and they're 2 for $5, and the money goes somewhere good tonight. I'm going to introduce a guy, and I'll tell you what, you guys have waited for this, and I think you did a good job waiting. Does he need this? Does he need that? No. There's a guy over here. My higher power for the night is right there. And he's going, just shut up and stop talking. Tommy Gunn.
Transformative thinking. Some of you got saved, you really are saved, but your thinking reflects where you came from.
Change who you are, what you are. Change the way you've been going about your life. Change these concepts that you have created in your mind.
New year, new me. It is not the movement of the clock that produces the newness of life. It is the movement in your mind.
In order to do something you've never done, you've got to be someone you've never been. That's why Scripture says you must be born again. You've got to die as you are now. You've got to be willing to give up who you are now for what you can become.
I'm telling you that you can buy a new car, but if you put the old man in a new car, you're still going to have the old experience. I'm telling you that a new house doesn't make a new marriage. I'm talking about a new outfit doesn't make you a new person. And if you think you are magically going to be a new person, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because new life comes from a new mind and a new way of looking at your life.
Recovery fam, if you in the building, make some noise. My name's Tommy Guns, let's get it live. Yeah. Okay, it's Tommy DeVito and I'm back inside of Michigan. Spent a couple weeks down in Brazil looking deep within. Full of so much beauty, you can say my life was beautiful. Hands were full of culo, you can say my life was bootyful. Tommy, that ain't spiritual, neither is this next line. Dame like a basic, go translated in the disc you'll find. Shout out to Brazil, and I know that you will feel guns. I'm poor with a rich view, like I'm from favela.
So for Jose to my peoples in Curitiba, mucho besos out to Fabi, girl, you know you're too linda. I'm cool like a coconut, cracked open, sipping slowly. From Israel to China, down to Australia, they know me. Little kids gossip while I'm talking like a grown man. She rides me like a bicycle, look mine, no hands. Head game's retarded with a helmet like I'm handicapped. The truth is hard to swallow, so I guess that's why she likes to gag. Yeah, they say I got a foul mouth. Piece to Shane Webb, so Lewis, go and cop it now. Shout out to Macomb, like what I style my hair with. Shout out to Demers and a salute to all my veterans. They telling me to quit, and that shit does not faze me. The only thing I quit was all the drugs that try to slay me. You're my favorite rapper while they talking shit behind my back. Your pride is like the dope when the cops come, swallow that. You can't see my view, get a passport. You in the same scene, I'm pressing fast forward, man. Why does every white rapper got a drug problem? I don't know, all I know is that I kicked mine. This a flash flood, grab a life jacket. Yeah, I'm drowning everything these famous rappers talking about. This a flash flood, grab a life jacket. Yeah, I'm drowning everything you gossip queens talking about. You know these posers talk shit with a fake smile. A white rapper from Detroit, 8 Mile. Say I'm a gimmick and that they could do a better job. Try to play with guns and shot yourself. Shut up, the scene is full of fake, like some dildos. Couldn't kick it out a paper bag with some steel toes. A real professional, ain't afraid to admit mistakes. Even the creator up in heaven had to deal with snakes. The serpent's at my heels, I made some slick shoes. I'm trying to see this money, I'm talking pay-per-view. Made fresh off a plane, you could say I'm cleaning up. Played this for Steve and he said a baby's getting punched. Recovery unplugged, and I know that you will feel that. Shout out to my EBT, I know you keep me real fat. I know you hate to love me, just like I'm your little brother. Cause my lyrics making you uncomfortable like your least favorite uncle. Your jealousy is obvious. You're getting fake numbers while I'm about to hit the lottery. My pockets are on empty, but my soul is rich inside. So I'm chasing my recovery just like I chased a high. Shout out to that newcomers, I believe in you. Shout out to the old timers helping me see through. I hit the ground running like my name was Forrest Gump. Till there's presidents in my pocket singing out she slump. Yeah. They wish that I was fake as them. Won't greet me out in public, but they wanna be my Facebook friend. And I'll give you all of me until there's nothing left. I swear sometimes I wanna call it quits. Peace.
How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you, Vasco, for helping put this all together, man. This is like, I've never even seen me on a screen before unless it was like in front of a courtroom and they were like, was this you? So this is really cool. So I get the honor of bringing somebody up here, a special guest here tonight, and this is what's so cool, man. He's a little dude. He's gonna come up here and rock a song for you guys. So I know what it's like, even after doing thousands of shows, every single one, when you come up here, like, are they gonna like me? What's it gonna be like? You start getting nervous, you start wondering what's going on. He didn't look like none of that back there. I'm asking him, I'm like, you think I'm gonna do a good job up there? You got any like pointers on what I should be doing? So when he comes out here, I need you guys to go crazy for him. Can you do that for me? You're gonna have to do a lot better than that. When he comes out here, can you go crazy for him? Introducing little Carl. Come on up, brother.
I won't stay here another night if I gotta sacrifice who I am on the inside. I'd rather be an outsider. You can stay if you like. I'll see you on the other side. I wanna live the free life. I'd rather be an outside. 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 Yeah, I'd rather be an outside.
I really can't tell if I'm overdressed, if I'm underdressed, if I'm underpaid or just overstressed, if I'm cynical or just over this. Cause I'm tired of trying to get over them and it's over there. Party's over. You probably couldn't tell we over here cause you hardly sober. Double shots to that ego. They laughing at us, yeah we know. Maybe at the bottom but we not forgotten. The director's plotting that sequel. Till then we live on the outside and it might storm and we might die. But I'd rather go with my fist high, standing outside of your inside.
I try my best to fit in. Before it's super fitting. Standing outside
outside of your prison.
I tried.
Trying to find ways I could get
No
in.
more.
Now I realize that I'm free. And I realize that I'm me. And I found out that I'm not alone. Cause there's plenty people like me. That's right, there's plenty people like me. All outsiders like me. And all unashamed and all unafraid to speak out for what we might see. Outside there's plenty people like me. All outsiders like me. All unashamed and all unafraid to live out what they supposed to be outside.
I'll stay here another night if I gotta sacrifice who I am on the inside. I'd rather be an outsider. You can stay if you like. I see you on the other side. I wanna live the free life. I'd rather be an outsider. 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 Yeah, I'd rather be an outsider.
I know what they asking for, I know what they asking for. How you gon' come and charge me? My life is sold and then turn around and ask for more. It's time to go, plus the line is long. I'm a part of the outside, but not the drone. If you wanna exclude me for being a true, it's Gucci, I already found my home. Homesick, homeless, and my homeless is my homeless, so I ain't even been before. I'ma own this and get to be living and fit in the box to complete these folks. Some of y'all don't need these quotes. I ain't trying to eat, I'm trying to feed these folks. Bad man, darling, we need these folks. We believe these folks, we can beat these folks.
Tired of taking losses so they can call me a failure. I failed at being you, but I'm winning at being me. I'm winning at being free. Ain't no competition but me. See, I realize that I'm free, and I realize that I'm me. And I found out that I'm not alone, cause there's plenty people like me. That's right, there's plenty people like me. All outsiders like me. All unashamed and all unafraid to live out when they supposed to be outsiders.
Give it up for little Carl one more time, man. Where'd he go? He's gone. Dang it, I want to talk to him some more. I need to do a song with him, man. I love that energy. He's better than most of the rappers I'm working with nowadays, man. Including myself. You ready to do this? You guys want to hear some unreleased music from Tommy Guns? Got some brand new stuff I've been working on down in Florida. Let's go.
What you know about being confused when somebody that you trust touch you like they ain't supposed to? What you know about being 16, raising someone else's baby cause your mama is a fiend, yeah. Tell me, have you ever seen a friend OD with a needle in his arm down dead up in them streets, yeah. What you know about being profiled when they hate you from the moment you're conceived as a child, yeah. Sitting here, all alone, choked up with fear. They want me to turn my back on the one reason that I'm even breathing air. They saying he's up there, but I need to feel him here. God, I need you to help me believe in something I don't need eyes to see with. Let me see you raise your hands. Nah, bow them heads and let the hair on the back of your neck stand up and come and pay respect. It ain't for me, you see. It's the light from my HP, but I won't speak on that cause y'all ain't ready for me to set you free. What you know about being confused when somebody that you trust touch you like they ain't supposed to? What you know about being 16, raising someone else's baby cause your mama is a fiend? Tell me, have you ever seen a friend OD with a needle in his arm down dead up in them streets? What you know about being profiled when they hate you from the moment you're conceived as a child, yeah. And I barely scraped the surface, but I'm trying to find my purpose. A voice for the voiceless, voice in the void, be a void to the point that it destroys us. They saying I'm anointed, but I don't see what's the point if I can't reach one, each one, teach one, lead one to be the change they seeking. They looking to me for hope, but can't they see that I'm still broken? But I'm reminded that I've inspired for being honest and out in the open. Just know you're not alone and let the song console your soul. If you lost hope, then let this music move you to be a better person. What you know about being confused when somebody that you trust touch you like they ain't supposed to? What you know about being 16, raising someone else's baby cause your mama is a fiend? Tell me, have you ever seen a friend OD with a needle in his arm down dead up in them streets? What you know about about assassination. They blaming guns, but we the ones who shoot 'em. My music used to motivate, but now we're even losing it. They calling me the voice of a generation, and we facing suicide from self-prescribed medication. They blaming drugs, but we the ones who using them, using them. What you know about being confused when somebody that you trust touch you like they ain't supposed to? What you know about being 16, raising someone else's baby cause your mama is a fiend, yeah. Tell me, have you ever seen a friend OD with a needle in his arm, found dead up in them streets, yeah. What you know about being profiled when they hate you from the moment you're conceived as a child, yeah.
Make some noise. How many of y'all got a copy of Still Sick and Suffering Volume 1 out there? All right, there's like 5 of you. Thank you for your support. That means the rest of you guys probably bootlegged it, which is cool. YouTube, thank you, DJ Nick Ski. Give it up for DJ Nick Ski, man. How about that? This guy's been holding me down for a minute now. So this next... Who back there? Who back there? This next track right here is something I wrote when I had like 90 days clean, and it's just what was going through my head. And I'm be honest with you, a lot of times, even with a little over 2 years clean, my thoughts get really dark. And if it wasn't for music and the fellowship and the people inside of it that showed me unconditional love, I wouldn't be on the stage here today. So if there's one thing you get out of the show tonight, it's not about we went and watched Tommy Guns rap and it was awesome. No, what you did is you guys came together for the greater good to show that it doesn't matter what color you are, what race, religion, what sexual preference, any of those things, that we can come together in the name of recovery, in the name of advocacy, and we can support people's dreams and what they do. So like the more work I do on myself, the less I'm starving for attention from people, and the more I want to give attention to you. And the reason why I do that is because when I listen to you guys and I talk to you guys share your pain with me, and that's what I write about in these songs. So thank you for being honest and open with me. You ready?
See the rain hides the pain on my face.
Yeah, I like to go out in the rain on my
Rest in peace. You see the rain. Carry the torch, yo. See, I'm a single white dude, dark hair, dark eyes. The only time I tell the truth is when I'm rhyming these lies. All I ever done is run from every problem, down and hopeless. Every song without losing my focus. All I've ever done is run from every problem I created. I don't suffer from depression, dude, it's really self-hatred. I isolate in loneliness and drown in my misery. This cancer to my consciousness is really starting to get to me. The barrel's to my head, so I cock back and squeeze, but nothing comes out. Fuck, I'm still stuck with me. I'm crying out to God, but all I hear is his silence. I'm a prisoner in my mind, solitary confinement. These raindrops are falling on my face outside, and I'm happy cause it helps to hide these tears that I cry. I'm alive, but I feel like I'm dying. I'm taking pictures of my soul, so don't ask why I ain't smiling when the on my face. Yeah, you'll see the rain, it hides the pain on my face. That's why I like to go out in the rain, it hides the pain on my face. Yeah, you'll see the rain, it hides the pain on my face. I don't know what love is, I only love the things that hate me. See my father putting hands on my mother as a baby, thinking maybe that's how a man's supposed to show love. So you can't get enough of me until you had enough. I don't got game, I'm just really good at hiding these tattoos and all this clothes so you won't look inside them. Cause if you did, you would run like the rest who all tried it. I don't blame you for leaving, I don't like me neither. I'm being so sincere when I confess my insecurities and hoping that this music will finally bring a cure to me.
This track right here is dedicated to everybody that supported my dreams from day one. Make some noise for yourself. True story, true story.
I woke up from a night that should have been an OD. I checked into rehab April 2014, admitting I'm a fiend. I got no self-esteem. See, I'm living in a nightmare, so I'm dying in my dreams. Somebody please help me, I don't know what I'm doing. If I can't stop using, how am I supposed to make music? I wanna end it now, but I'm too much of a coward. If I can't stop getting high, then what the hell's a higher power? They told me to surrender, but I still wanna fight. But what the hell I got to give when I'm taking my own life? It knocked me off my feet, so now I'm down on my knees. I don't know what I'm praying to, but I still believe. Somebody please help me, I don't know what I'm broken. But if you resurrected Christ, I believe you can restore me. Father, don't ignore me, this is a desperate cry for help. I don't need to get in heaven, just please take me out of hell. I've fallen and I can't find the strength to get back up. I don't want a toe tag, so they told me give it up. I'm waving no white flag, I guess the process has begun. Hello, I am an addict and my name is Tommy Guns. Somebody please help me, I don't know what I'm doing. Since somebody please help me, I don't know what I'm doing. Tomorrow isn't promised, yesterday went away. So I'm living in this present, in this gift I give away. I'm drowning in this coffee cup, letting the pain from my soul bleed. Cause my baby brother had her, my sister had her, my mother had her. So I'm getting clean for me so I can help them find that. Because if no one told you today, I'm doing this because yeah. I'm drowning in this coffee cup, I'm letting the pain from my soul bleed. Cause my baby brother had her, my sister had her, my mother had her. So I'm getting clean for me so I can help them find that. Make some noise if you're in recovery in this building. We got any Johnny Cash fans in the house? This one's for you guys. Been on, God, can you hear me? I'm lost inside the darkest parts of my soul and I need healing. Can't even write the song without losing my focus. They told me give it all to you, I'm still feeling hopeless. The shame and the guilt from the dirt that I've done. How could my mother find forgiveness for her firstborn son? I try to take my life and fail, what have I become? I failed at all I tried, never succeeded at a thing. Hell, I even failed suicide. Yeah, I used to have dreams, but when I close my eyes at night, all I see are friends of mine turning into fiends. Yeah, I used to be so proud of my empire dirt I built from digging 6-foot holes in the ground. Preacher speaking like you wanna save me from hell, but that can't be much worse than living in this fucked up mental hell. I hurt myself today just to see how it feels, and try to focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. I put that needle to my vein, hoping that it relieved, and took a razor to my wrist, but I still couldn't bleed. I hurt myself today just to see how it feels, and try to focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. I put that needle to my vein, hoping that it relieved, and took a razor to my wrist, but I still couldn't bleed. Did I die? I don't know. All I know is there's no light. They told me hell is hot, I'm cold, and I don't see a soul in sight. I'd even welcome Satan just to have a companion by my side. Whoever told me hell ain't lonely is full of shit and told a lie. It's just me, myself, and I, and all those things I kept from you. And I ain't got a mouth to lie, so I'm just forced to feel the truth. God, I need you, please don't leave me. I'm on my knees and begging, pleading, release these demons from this heathen. Give my life a whole new meaning. I've been hurting, searching for the fix that makes my life imperfect. Take my life and guide me, cause I sold my soul and I know it's worthless. Give me purpose, help me perfect the gift you gave me to reach the people. No longer believe in the reason you need and breathing is cause they so worth it. Maybe it's cause they lost their innocence when someone that they trusted as a kid took their smile and ruined it. Or maybe there's a part of them that's missing, that sex, drugs, and money couldn't ease, so they squeezing on a trigger. Nah, I hurt myself today just to see how it feel, and try to focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. I put that needle to my vein, hoping that it relieved, and took a razor to my wrist, but I still couldn't bleed. I hurt myself today just to see how it feel, and try to focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. I put that needle to my vein, hoping that it relieved, and took a razor to my wrist, but I still couldn't bleed. Yeah, I hurt myself today just to see how it feel, just to see how it feel, just to see how it feel.
I need your guys' help here.
I hurt myself
Today to see if I still feel. If you know the words, sing along.
I
Focused
on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end.
Come on.
And you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt.
Rest in peace, Johnny Cash. All right, so I got this next little song for you guys. Some of you guys might have heard it last night. If you were at the show last night, just be quiet because there's people in here that haven't heard it yet. Pauly G. I heard of Pauly G. I can't see nobody, but I can hear him. I feel like I'm in the Inquisitions right now, man. There's lights on me everywhere, lots of smoke. So I'll introduce it like I did last night. How many people in this room, maybe while they're even still in recovery, maybe before, I don't know, consider themselves like certified original gangsters? They were from the streets. They were some thoroughbreds. They were some bad dudes. Make some noise. There's no cops in here that are going to arrest you for copping to that. It's all right. You can get honest. So I wanted to make sure that I had a song that I played, because I don't really do a whole lot of gangster rap. That's not really my thing. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I miss some people in the crowd. And those gangsters, the ones that like can't let go of the lifestyle, they come to the meetings, they kind of look like me. But they never outgrow that phase of like needing to be tough and all swolled up and like, are you looking at my girl? Like, you know, just... So I figured I'd do a song for them just to let them know it's okay. So some of you guys might know it, and I'm gonna need you to sing along, because this is probably the most gangster song you will ever hear. So go ahead, Nick Ski, drop it in. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. What up, Ron? And if I threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be for me, and my card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Make some noise for the Golden Girls. All right. Slow it down for just a second. Everybody in here, I need to make their way towards the front of this stage right now for this next song. If you got room, get up. If you can't, stay in your row and put your arms around the people that are sitting next to you. Stand up, because this song is important to me, and it should be important to you too. Some of you know it, some of you may not. You're gonna learn tonight. Thank you, guys. So, for those of you who don't know, when I had about 6 months clean and I was living in Butch and Kathy's three-quarter house up in Roseville, two friends of mine that I was in treatment with at Sacred Heart both overdosed in the same weekend, you know, and I had never really written a song for anybody that had passed away before, other than my little brother, you know, but this was people that had died to the disease of addiction, and Isaac in particular, some of you might know him in here, really hit home for me, because he was 18 and he was coming up here to celebrate his baby shower for his first kid. It was going to be a little girl named Isabella. So I wrote this song and I posted it online just to be like a dedication to them. And it ended up going viral and introducing me to so many different people around the world that have opened doors up for me, you know, one of which is Ron and Melissa, who helped me put out that CD, who helped me make all of this stuff possible that you guys are wearing and seeing in here tonight. It was, if not for them, I probably wouldn't be here. I definitely wouldn't be clean, you know, and all of these things started to come together so that I could carry this message through music, you know, and this song is what started it all. So if everybody in here knows somebody that passed away to the disease of addiction, or you know of somebody who did, or maybe you're dealing with it personally right now, or you don't want to get honest in the room, I want you to sing along with the song the best that you can and look around you right now, because this is love in here. You ready, Nick? Should we take a moment of silence first? Let's take a moment of silence. For the still sick and suffering addict, for those who are born into addiction with no choice, for those who are picking up for their first time tonight, not knowing what they're getting into, for those who are picking up for their last time tonight, never knowing what we got going on in here. Somebody prayed us up in places like this. So focus on somebody and pray them up in here, just like somebody prayed for you. Go ahead and drop it, Nick.
Where'd you go?
I miss you so.
Seems like it's been forever that you've
been gone.
Said some days I just can't cope. I'm at the end of my rope. These drugs ain't working no more. I've lost hope. I don't understand why I always feel so sick. I wanna be with my family, but just can't quit. I find myself wishing I could call you on the phone, but these voices in my head tell me leave you alone. Feel like an idiot, practicing words I would say. Feel like God ain't listening whenever I pray. So I want you to know that I'm a little fucked up. It's myself here crying, alone and in denial, telling me that I've had it with me and my disease. Somebody help me, I'm crying out please and singing.
Where'd you go?
I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone. Please come back home.
You know the place I was raised as a kid, holidays and vacays up north, catching fish, used to have family dinners every night around 6. No TVs, no phones, just eating, joking and shit. But now, I only come around when I need money. My life became a joke, nobody's thinking that it's funny. I'm doing fine when you ask me, knowing that it's a lie. I wanna tell you how I'm feeling inside. I wanna tell you that I want you to know that I'm a little fucked up. It's myself I've been hating, rehab, debating, telling you that I've had it with me and my disease. You just look down and tell me to leave and sing.
Where'd you go?
I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like
It's been forever.
that you've been gone. Please come back home.
I want you to know I'm a little messed up, knowing that I need help and gotta do it myself. I'm tired of shooting moves and making these excuses for why I'm not around and got me feeling so useless. It seems one thing's been true all along. You don't really know what you got till it's gone. I finally had it with me and my disease. I wanna come home, I need your help, please sing it.
Where'd you go?
I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Please come back home. Please come back home. Please come back home. Please come back home.
Please come back home.
Rest in peace, Isaac. Rest in peace, Jim. Rest in peace, Angelina. Rest in peace, Brian. Rest in peace, anybody in who's ever lost somebody to this disease. One is too many and 1,000 never seems like it's enough.
Sick of writing songs for my friends after they passed away.
Thank you,
man.
guys. Thank you.
Rather be celebrating your life than mourning your death.
Yeah.
Right place, wrong time. Yeah.
Right place, wrong time, but inside I cry. What would I give to get my friend back? Yeah. I said right place, wrong time, but inside I cry. What would I give to get my friend back? Yo. How many times do I get lost in thought? Think back to that day, what it paid for the time lost. Maybe if I'd have called instead of text, I might have said something that would have helped you catch your next breath. And I wouldn't be writing to your ghost. It's like your spirit's in this pen, I can feel you so close. Chills on my skin as I write. This ain't even ink, it's like my pen's crying, tears falling from my eyes. And the notebooks to tissue paper, I should've held on longer instead of saying see you later. Cause I'm here, you're not, so I'm stuck here hoping, praying that there's such thing as a God. And since your mom can't write a song, I wrote this for her just so she could sing along. Isabella, your daddy helped me write this, so when you learn to talk, you can recite this. But for now, just know the guitar in the background remind me of your dad's soul. Baby girl, you are not alone. Remember that your mama does her best on her own. We call you a princess, one day you'll have a throne, a crown you deserve, but for now, here's a poem. Your daddy loved you before we met you, so God turned him into an angel to protect you. We all make choices to live with, but when we die young, another serves our sentence. And it's usually the innocent who pay for the pain from a prayer that showed up a day late. We all make choices to live with, but when we die young, another serves our sentence. And it's usually the innocent who pay for the pain from a prayer that showed up a day late. God, why you gotta take the best from us and leave the worst down here like some hex on us? Who's like the ones who love you most get your least compassion, while the ones who despise you are down here laughing? But what more could I expect from a God that would kill his own son to pay my debt? So if you think that I'ma wait for a paradise after this life, then that's your mistake. I'm doing my best to bring heaven down here and giving them hell until the last eye sheds a tear. And if I'm talking wrong, make me disappear, but my soul will live on through the song in another's ear. Maybe it's God who helped me sing this, since nobody listens to him cause he don't speak English. Or maybe it's myself that I should blame for not making time to visit you that day. I feel like a loss cause no matter what I say, I profit off a loss cause these songs brought me fame. I wish I would've hit you up earlier that day. Maybe we'd be singing it on the stage here today. I can't find the words to express how it hurts, cause I found God in a cemetery, not a church. I can't find the words to express how it hurts, cause I found God in a cemetery, not a church. Hold on to the ones you love. A lifetime with them will never be enough. Forgive those who hurt you, never hold a grudge. Most bad kids just need a damn hug and somebody who will listen to them and not judge. And if we all learn to do this, maybe I wouldn't have to make such sad music. The truth is, if we all learn to do this, we finally find peace and stop living so ruthless. What more can I sing or write? I want my friend back and give a damn about this limelight. What more can I sing or write? I just want my friend back and give a damn about this limelight. So screw this song, I'm sick of writing this. I'd rather get back out on the streets and start fighting this. Ignite this revolution inside of your heart, cause what you see me doing is way more than art. All right, before I get into these next songs, I just want to introduce him properly. These are my last two songs for the night. These are also, for those of you who haven't heard them yet, I'm in the middle of working on a project with Miami's Cool and Dre. They're producing my EP called Halfway Home. You guys are about to hear two of the singles off of it. When I first got clean, I really didn't see a need for me to clean my lyrics up because the disease didn't apologize for what it did to me, so I used the same type of language that the disease did to me. But the reason why I'm closing out with these two songs is because as I progress, and I'm not judging anybody else for doing it because I'm sure you heard me throw a couple out there for identification purposes, but these last two songs, I intentionally wrote these songs with no cussing, with no sexual gratuitous stuff, anything that could possibly take away a potential listener who could listen to that, share it with a family family members, share it with a friend. I want this album, Halfway Home, to be something that brings families together, not tears them apart. Thank you. So this next song right here is called Suicide on Layaway. If anybody that's ever been, yeah. I hear Paulie again. This is awesome. I don't even need to see Paulie. I can hear him. I love you, Paulie.
And I'm buying suicide on layaway. With or without it, I just can't survive another day. A cancer to my consciousness, I cannot conquer it. Dear Lord, come save my soul before I sell off all of it.
I don't remember when it happened, seems I've crossed the line. Thought I was living fast, turns out that I'm slowly dying. Self-deception got me thinking everything's alright. Speaks to me in my voice and tells me, kids, you're doing fine. A good life, but honestly, what am I celebrating? I'm never satisfied, the next one's what I'm always craving. And it ain't just the drugs, it's women, money, fame. I got a hole in my soul that nothing takes away. See, this disease is cunning, baffling, insidious. Just when I think I finally figured it out, then it shifts. It eats away at everything, I'm trying not to feed it. And I upset over my wants till I'm convinced I need it.
And I'm buying suicide on layaway. With or without it, I just can't survive another day. A cancer to my consciousness, I cannot conquer it. Dear Lord, come save my soul before I sell off all of it.
Everything I ever loved, I would trade for you. Hate to admit it that I still love you even though we're through. You promised me the world, you never seem to follow through. How could I feel so empty even when I'm full of you? I haven't had you in my system in a couple years, yet I still hear you whispering and praying on my fears. Attention seeking, insecurity, promiscuous. Justifying my denial, feeding to my lust. I'm fighting right in this for trying to be vulnerable. I'm fighting right in this for trying to be vulnerable. Everything I've ever said, trying to keep me weak, is what I'm using to inspire every time I speak. Guns.
And I'm finally living with a higher purpose. I'm digging deeper every day, still barely scrape the surface. No longer fighting what my God created me to be. A restoration to my sanity, I'm living clean. Who would have thought what was haunting me is helping you? I wanna lie, pretend I'm fine, instead I tell the truth. So if you got a problem, hit me up and we can talk. I finally found my home at Bill and Jimmy's coffee shop. Peace.
When I played that for one of the owners of Recovery Unplugged, he was like, who's Bill and Jimmy and what coffee shop are you talking about? I'm like, dude, you're in the rooms. How do you not know who they are? So there's people in here right now like, I don't know who that is. Last song. Song right here is called Halfway Home. It's a title track to the song. It's inspired by Naughty by Nature's Hip Hop Array, so I need to see everybody's arms going like this once the song starts. Yeah, yeah. Don't be afraid, don't be scared. White people, it's okay to do this too, you know? Like this, check it. Hip for today, ho, hey, ho. Just for today, ho, hey, ho. Just for today, ho, hey, ho. Just for today, just for today, just for today.
This is everything I want, this is everything I dreamed of. Finally my misery became the paint I paint with. And this pen's my paintbrush, with this paper make love. Between the sheets of masterpieces, what I'm about to make, Applying the science, no longer rhyming defiance. I found that I could finally be the man that I always wanted. And what I wanted was to be someone that I could be proud of. So when I walk on water, I ain't gotta think about trying. Now you got a problem thinking that I see me as Christ. But I'm a Buddha, Krishna, and anything that brings light. It's time to be that light in a world full of darkness. Clean mind, sober soul, halfway home walking. I got a clean mind, sober soul, halfway home walking. Clean mind, sober soul, surrender, giving God control. He handed me the microphone, said Tommy boy, you got this, yo. So happy to be hopeful, losing focus when I'm hopeless. Having people say I'm helping them with rhymes of mine they quoting. When they ask me how I do it, I'll just point up to the sky. I found heaven on earth and I ain't have to wait to die. So grateful for the people who believed in all my dreams. Even grateful for my enemies, cause they were really me. I'm halfway home, living just for today while I'm righting my wrongs. I'm halfway home, living just for today while I'm righting my wrongs. Elevate, make some noise, that's my time. Thank you so much for your support. Give it up for DJ Nick Ski. And give it up for Mark Lundholm.
Wow. Let's give them another round of applause, Mark, Scott, and Tommy. I would like to thank everybody on behalf of Hope for Recovery for coming out again tonight. And I just want to make one last announcement I forgot to say earlier. We have special guests that came from Sterling Heights with their food truck. I met them, it's a brother of mine in recovery, and they're cooking out there. Food is actually being donated. If you guys like crepes or want to try crepes, they got sweet and savory crepes. Go on out on the way out and grab a crepe. This is, I don't rock, it's we rock. We all rock. This is, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all you guys and the power of God. So, on your way out, do me a favor. Let's all just, you don't have to do it now. Just think of somebody that is struggling with addiction. Say a prayer for them. Together, alone, however you want to do it, because the numbers are staggering, and that's what we're trying to do is, help somebody else out. Love you guys. God bless.